Hi, my name is Harry. I am 16. Since I was born, I haven't known why my mom abandoned me in the hospital. Thanks to the doctor's help, I was taken to an orphan to live. On the days in the orphanage, I lacked everything. Even my clothes were the old ones that the charity funds gave us. I always longed to have new clothes, but to me, it was so luxurious. But my life completely changed when my biological parents appeared. That day, the orphanage held a monthly checkup. Unlike other previous checkups, my doctor took our blood sample for examination. Same as always, the doctor complimented me. "Good job, Harry. You're always the strongest kid." I happily asked, "Yeah, thank you." But this time is different from other previous ones. "Why did you have to take my blood sample for examination?" The doctor said, "Never mind. We just want to examine your health carefully, okay? You have to take care of yourself well and do exercise more." After hearing that, I didn't care much about this. But a few days later, the director of the orphanage looked for me and said, "My Harry, my real parents will come and pick you up out of here." I was worried and also happy when hearing that. And I wondered in my head, who are my parents? Why did they leave me? Then a luxurious car came and stopped in front of the door of the orphan. A man and a woman got out of the car, the two of them dressed quite elegantly. Suddenly, the woman rushed to the director and asked, "Where is Harry? Where is our Harry? Where is she?" The director replied, "Please calm down. Here is your child." After saying that, the rector brought me in front of the woman and introduced me as Harry. Suddenly, the woman hugged me. She cried and said, "I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You have to be here because of us, but we have no choice, so we hope you understand." Then that man said, "I'm sorry. When you were born, we were poor and did not have money to raise you, so we had to send you to an orphanage. We're very sorry." In the blink of an eye, all the procedure were done, and I was taken home by them. That time, my life stepped to a new chapter. Then the car stopped in front of a luxurious mansion. Definitely, my parents were a billionaire, so they could live in this big house. When I stepped into the house, I was shocked. Inside the house, there were big and small rooms. I thought that it would take me more than a day to go around the house. My house also had a lot of maids. As soon as they saw me, they ran to help me carry things up to my room. My mother took me up to my room. It was big and spacious. The room was decorated with pink color. I really liked this room. Besides that, my mother also arranged for me a dressing room and a separate room for my accessories. After I'd finished checking the room, my mother took me to change clothes. The clothes that my mother prepared for me were very beautiful and luxurious. I'd never been able to wear such beautiful new clothes. I was very happy and excited. I changed my new clothes. My mom took me downstairs and asked her maids to help prepare the food for this afternoon. Wow, I had never eaten such delicious and expensive food before. The maid brought out the dishes and started to introduce the food to me. "Madame, today we have salmon sashimi, sturgeon roe, and lobster with cheese sauce." After the meal, I ate with fruit and cakes for dessert. The next day, my parents let me attend a royal school for the affluent. I had made a lot of friends here. All of them were sociable and friendly. They also complimented me. "Your clothes are so stylish." I told her that it was all those things my mother had bought and prepared for me. In class, I got acquainted with a boy called Alex. He was very obnoxious. At the moment when I entered the class, the teacher arranged for me to sit next to him. He was always unpleasant with me and always tried to kick me out of the table. During study time, he did tricks that even I didn't think about, and he drove me crazy. In the math test, he deliberately reported to his teacher that I cheated on the test, whereas I was doing nothing. Alex got me suspended from the exam. He was really obnoxious and not friendly at all. My classmates also told me he was a weirdo. He always picked on his classmates, so he was isolated like that by the whole class. It was hard for me to understand him. Apart from him, my life at school, right, is currently pretty peaceful. By the way, I also had an obnoxious brother, Joan. He always put me in difficult situations wherever he was. "Get out. This is not the place for you." He was always so irritated when he sees me. He was totally different from my parents, who were always caring, pampering, and loving me. And he always had a cold face. Maybe he thought I was the one who stole his parents' love for him. One day, Joan stood in front of the room and he was waiting for me to come out and said, "Don't come